Hey guys, so today I'm back with another update about Chimeral Fantasy. Um, so I've gotten quite a bit extra done again. I kind of took a bit of a leap here and added a few things that I suppose are technically optional, but they didn't really feel optional in the way that they felt like they'd add a lot to the game. So the first thing I did was I actually changed the intro just a little bit, just a tiny bit, to the point where it only took me 2 days to do. So it wasn't a massive time investment. Basically, I changed the graphics a bit for the intro because I don't think they were strong enough before. I think I kind of just threw it together and put it together, but I had a different idea in mind. So I went that direction. But also, I was playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I was thinking about how strong the introduction was for that. And it kind of made me want to make my own introduction to my game stronger. And I was thinking, how can I do this? And I thought, well, my game takes a little bit of time to actually jump into the action. And there's sort of an immediate release of tension. So I thought, why don't I start with a bunch of tension and start with throwing the player into a battle and then have a little small while, a few minutes of nothing like that, so much more setting the scene. And then before going back into that kind of battle mode again. So that is the direction I went in, and I just made a few extra graphics for that. I actually also added a system by which the background for each battle could be changed depending on the area it's set in. So I think that's improved things greatly because it was kind of weird before where the cave battles would have this kind of bright blue colored background, whereas now they have a darker version of that. So it makes a lot of sense, I think, to have different backgrounds depending on the area. Another thing I've added that was kind of a thought that I had when I was listening to some random loops of music I made. Um, Basically, I was listening to a loop that I'd made that was kind of a clarinety orchestral vibe. It was only two different instruments on top of each other, but it just had this really nice kind of sad feeling, and I thought this would be really nice in a cutscene. And then I thought, I don't have a cutscene music system. I was just using the music that was automatically in the background. But I want to try and lead the player's thoughts a little bit more via the music that I'm making. So I thought actually adding a cutscene music system and then making simple pieces that match the feeling of each cutscene, like having different pieces that are based on different emotions and placing them in each appropriate cutscene would work nicely. So now I have the option to place music in different cutscenes, and I'm going to be making more music for those cutscenes. So here is the piece I currently have for the sad sort of cutscenes. I might make a couple of variations. And hopefully next vlog I will have more of those kinds of pieces to share and the context they're used in and that kind of thing. And then the third thing I have added is a little bit more boring and it was more essential. Um, and that is fixing the controller support. So I've added a few more things to the game since I last updated the controller support, and I didn't actually update the controller support to fix that. I'm terrible at adding controller support as I go because I just don't test with the controller so much, which is something I'm trying to change because obviously I need to test with both. So I've started making a point of testing more with the controller, figuring out what doesn't work, and adding that. So the controller support is now fully up to date as far as I can tell, anyways. That was quite an important thing to fix because I want people to be able to relax, sit back, and play with a controller if they want, because that kind of feels natural to me when I'm playing a JRPG. So I hope this update was informative and interesting. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for your support, and I will see you again soon.